Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, Hysteria Projects. Hope everyone had a good weekend. These are general messages, so if the message doesn't resonate with you or your situation, then that is fine. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So, the divine is definitely celebrating you at the moment. You could have been seeing a lot of synchronicities lately. Threes, twos, eights, and sevens are significant. You have balanced something extremely well. And by you being able to balance something, whatever negativity being sent your way, being alchemized within you, pretty much overcoming whatever obstacles, you encounter, you keep getting better and better. And the divine is definitely celebrating you at the moment. Whatever lessons you needed to learn in your most recent situation, you have learned those lessons. And you go about things differently because you've grown, So, let's see. What do we have here? Victory, door to romance, first chakra, Archangel Michael, and then financial constraints. Let's pull a couple more. That's two. Appreciation. Garden and the gate. Maybe get one more. Angel of strength. Oh, there's one under that. Walking away. Huh. Okay. So, let's see what we have all here. You've definitely walked away from some things, for sure. You've put an end to some stuff here. I see here where you have definitely been protecting your heart, but you've not cut your heart off. You've remained open, you've remained nurturing, you've remained just kind. And you're being protected. I mean, you've been protected this whole time, but whatever you've been going through, you're definitely being protected. You were meant to be abundant. You're progressing in your life. You're accomplishing things for yourself. You definitely are on some sort of journey here that has activated maybe, some new ways of thinking or a new perspective on situations or just how maybe you see life in general. Okay? And you're in this place now where you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting your dreams, your goals, your wants, your needs, and these things are being brought to you. And, you could have had some constraints. And not even just financial constraints, but just limitations, self-limitations, a lack of just stability, really. I mean, being held back in one way or another, but you've broken free of those limitations. You've broken free of those restraints. You've learned how to have an appreciation for even the smallest things. And because you have learned how to do that, because you have learned how to change your perspective about what your current what your current situation is, position is, whether this be, you know, how you look at a job, or this be how you look and feel about a place that you're living, even, you know what I'm saying? Whatever this may be, you've learned how to change your perspective, to bring yourself happiness, you know, to make your own inner peace and your own inner paradise, really. And over here we have the garden and the gate. You know, because you've done a lot of this growth, and you've, you know, really had to find that inner light, you know, because you've had to do a lot of these things by yourself. I mean, there's a lot of abundance that's headed your way on top of the abundance that you've already created. Because hear me out, when you're in a, say you're living someplace that you really didn't want to be, okay? Just using this as an example. Say you're living somewhere that you really didn't want to be, and you had all these like negative feelings about it. And the more that you were there, the more that you worked on yourself, the more that you changed the way that you looked at things, and just did a lot of like that inner healing work that you've been doing, you know, by doing all of that, you started to develop this appreciation for a lot of things, big, small, just living in that very present moment and really taking in and having that gratitude, you know. And because of that, that negative outlook that you initially had, that's completely gone. And you're in this space now where you can really just savor the moment and feel at complete peace and completely relaxed, and just really soaking in and enjoying exactly where you are in the present moment. Okay, so that in itself is a blessing. You know, and you worked really hard for that blessing. You know, we're co-creators here. You put in the work, and the outcome was very pleasant. Okay? So you've done a lot here. You've done a lot. And we have the angel of strength and then walking away here. So there's been a lot of conflict come your way. There's been a lot of just obstacles. Just a lot of changes that you had to go through. You know, but you definitely showed strength. You showed restraint. You moved forward. You put an end to things. You walked away from certain people, places, and things, especially mindset. You stepped away from a very dark mindset that a lot of things that you had walked away from probably contributed in putting you in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm saying. Maybe you're keeping up. I don't know. Either way, you have really been through it. I feel like I've just been yapping. You've really been through it, and the divine is celebrating you. Okay? You feel some kind of blessing about to happen. You're seeing synchronicities. You could be seeing a lot of numbers and stuff, but you're definitely looking forward to something very bright, something very positive to happen, or to come into your life. And I won't speak too soon on that. Let's see what blessing is headed your way, because you're being celebrated here. We have the Prince of Cups. Okay. What blessing is coming your way? We have disappointment. Prince of Swords. Or Princess of Swords. Seven of Swords. It seems as though... It seems as though one of the blessings that is going to come your way is coming in the form of you shining brightly and people seeing you for who you are. You becoming somebody that is, I mean, and not just like in the spotlight, you know, but somebody that is very divinely connected. There's going to be more than one blessing come in here. More than one blessing that's going to come in. And these blessings are going to be inspirational at that. They're going to have this this long-lasting effect here, because you have been through a lot, and people misjudged you. People have left you disappointed. People have put you in a lot of conflict, created a lot of obstacles for you, and you didn't let that stop you. You didn't let that stop you. You didn't let people steal your joy from you. You didn't let people steal your happiness. And these are people that maybe just hated your happiness, you know, and would cause a lot of conflict. Who knows, you know? There could be a lot of people here that are going to start seeing you in a different light, for sure. Because you are shining in a different light compared to these people. Yeah, they're definitely going to get a new perspective. You know, you're somebody that you're going to be moving forward in your life, and you're going to be inspirational to other people. You're making a big difference in people's lives, and you might not even know it. There's people that could have came against you because they were power hungry, but you walked away from that kind of stuff. Yeah, you walked away from anything that made you feel like you were losing your peace. You walked away from anything that, you know, really irritated you or broke your heart, or anything like negative that somebody in your life made you feel. You've walked away. You've walked away. You're not, yeah. I mean, it's a stalemate. Like, people can try to come towards you and cause you some kind of conflict, but they're going to be met with a stalemate, because, yeah, they're going to look foolish. They're going to look foolish anytime they do, because they have no power. You have all the power. You have all the power. And the reason you have all the power is because you see the bigger picture. You know, you're the empress here. You're the empress. All right? You are somebody that has really put in the work, has really grown, has made your own paradise. Okay? You're somebody that has really made the effort to change your world. And anybody that comes towards you trying to steal your happiness, or put you down, or make you feel some kind of way, they're going to be unsuccessful. They're going to be left with a stalemate, because you're too powerful. You've done this inner work, and you've been protected on top of that. You're stepping into your abundance. You're manifesting, and the things you're manifesting are coming towards you. You know, you have all kinds of blessings coming your way, and it looks like one of these blessings is going to start with these people that really just came up against you. and put you in your power is really what this is. It looks like a lot of this stuff pushed you into this Empress energy, pushed you into this victory. You know, you had just yourself. Yeah, you're about to be the star. This is happening. This is happening now. You know, you're about to be put in the spotlight. And in a good way. In a good way. People are going to be inspired by you. I mean, Ten of Cups is, you know, a complete emotional fulfillment. The happy life, the happy home. We have the Knight of Disc here, the Knight of Pentacles, you know, long-term partnership is also coming in. You've handled these situations so well. You've learned a lot too. And all of this stuff is headed your way. All of your blessings are headed your way. And they're coming quickly. Now, this is the Ace of Wands. This is fast-moving energy. And this is very passionate too. And this is big energy. We had the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming out. The Game Master and the Painter. You know, you're about to be blessed with another connection. With another spiritual connection, you know. You're about to meet your match. Have this Ten of Cups. You're gonna be in this star energy, this very wish fulfilling energy. Your wish fulfillment for somebody, and somebody is going to be wish fulfillment for you, because this is a huge blessing that is coming your direction. You're somebody that, you know, could be very creative or be very logical, or both. You know, this could also just be a dynamic between you and your partner. Whatever this is, it's going to be very complementary for you. This is going to be a blessing for you. This is something that you've been manifesting. So you're about to get something that you've been manifesting. I feel like I've just been yapping and yapping. I mean, you got some great blessings coming your way. You've done so much. I want to go ahead and pull a final message or two. I think let's use these cards, and I might pull a final message from another deck. We'll see. What advice can you give the collective? Alright, so 3. I might not pull out of another deck then. Alright, we have consciousness. I am fully aware of the thoughts and feelings I create. My outer world is a reflection of my inner consciousness. By focusing on my most constructive thoughts, I allow them to grow and shape the experiences I desire. Through mindful creation, I become an expression of divine light. This is exactly what I was talking about. You creating your own inner peace, your own happiness, okay? You're consciously aware. Yes. Master of my life, I align myself with the divine within, surrendering my ego to listen to my inner truth. By following this guidance, I become the master of my life, living with humility, grace, and love, honoring the glory of God. Very much so. Very much so. And this is the exact reason why you're getting these blessings. I mean, this is why these things are coming in towards you right now, because, I mean, you really have accomplished some amazing things here. And it says, all that is, I recognize the love that flows through all of life. seeing every part of the universe as an expression of this divine force. I am aware of God's presence in everything. With open heart, I embrace the magic and the beauty of all that is, knowing I am part of this magnificent whole. Exactly. And this you're getting these blessings because of this changed perspective that you have. You're getting these blessings because no matter what negativity, no matter what bad circumstance or position or place or thing that happens, okay, you are able to alchemize those things. You are able to really go in and try to heal those things within you. You know, take a look at things and change the way that you see your reality. I mean, you could have been somebody that really came from a dark place. And now you see so much light, you see so much color. You know? You're going within. You're co-creating. You are asking God to guide you. You are manifesting what you want, what you desire. You know? Keep going. You're doing so well here. So well. And the divine is completely celebrating you. Celebrate yourself as well. I mean, take a moment and look back at maybe some of these things that you went through. Just take a moment and look where you came from and look at where you are now. You know? I hope this helped. Sorry if I rambled a bit too much. Until next time.